Hey audience, welcome to my 3-part review of Hack You Trilogy. The reason it's 3-part review because it's 3 games, and it will take a little bit more to explain. Warning, there are going to be little tiny spoilers in it because I have to review each game, and you can't review each game without spoilers. Well, I can review the first one without a spoiler, but the second and the third I can't because it wouldn't make sense. Alright, let's go. So, Hack You Volume 1, Rebirth, follows the story of Haseo in the new version of the world, R2. The first version of the world was in the first 4 quadrilogies. I really didn't like those games. They weren't my favorite games, but they had my favorite characters in it. But it doesn't matter, that's not the point. Well, R2 was created after a fire in the corporation that created the world, CC Corp, and then they sort of rebuilt the world, R2, to its version now. Now, the story starts off, you see Haseo loading his character into the world, and then he meets these 2 people called Toden, and I forgot the girl's name. And they sort of teach you the basics of the game, the rundown, and then they PK him. Now, as they PK, once he's PK'd, a man walks in named Ovan. He shoots Toden and his partner and completely wipes him out. And then he revives Haseo, and then the scene ends with Ovan reaching out with his hand and saying, "Welcome to the world." And then it goes to 8 months later, I think. Okay. This is 8 months later. You see Haseo in his new armor, and he's killing players. But they're not regular players, they're PKs, player killers. So that makes Haseo PKK. It's very confusing, I know. But you see him just ransacking them. And then he walks out of the Chaos Gate, the warp portal between areas and towns. He walks out, and he meets a man and a girl, one called Sakaki and one called Adelie. Now, Adelie tries to say something to Haseo, but when Haseo turns around, he notices that she has a resemblance to his former interest, Shino, who was PK'd by a player called Triage, which is sort of revealed to be Kite from the first 4 quadrilogies, but it's kind of flimsy. So as he's telling Adelie to basically leave him alone, I don't care, he gets a short mail from Ovan. So, to go to an area called the Holy Grounds, which is a waterfall. It's one of the Holy Grounds. It's a waterfall area. Basically, Ovan tells him Triad is going to show up back at the scene of the crime, which is at Hugrun's Cathedral, where Shino was PK'd by Triad. So Haseo walks in to this cathedral or church, whatever you may, only to be remembered of the painful memories of that day. But then he meets Triage, the main thing he's been after for years. They get in this fight scene, and it's the best fight scene I've ever seen. But still. And then he gets this move that Kite used if you played the first 4 quadrilogies, called Data Drain. He is Data Drained back to level 1. He was 133 as he was fighting. As he was fighting Kite, but now he is back to level 1. So he basically goes back into the world, reboots and reformats his system because Triad just completely screwed him. All of his messages and everything is gone. All of his friends and everything. So basically he sort of goes back in the world and just wonders what the hell just happened. So, and then he keeps seeing Ovan off in the distance. He keeps following Ovan, only to meet two regular players called Silvus and Gaspard. And they sort of build a friendship with Haseo. They think he's a noob at first, but then find out he is the PKK Terror of Death. Now let me explain that. Haseo got this name because he was able to single-handedly kill, I think it's like 70 PKs or something like that. I can't really remember. That's how the name started. But it actually is incorporated in the story in the 3rd volume. We'll get to that when we get to that. Alright. So basically, and then he meets this woman called Pai. Well, first he meets Kun, which is voiced by Ichigo, the man that plays Ichigo Kurosaki in Bleach. It's very interesting. Now, at the end of the 3rd part, I'm gonna make an extra video of me telling you like what characters were in specific animes that you should know. But anyways, well, yeah. So he meets Kun while he's with Adelie. To only find out that that there are these virus in the world called Ida. Now, Ida is an anomaly that can completely destroy a player. If you are hit by an Ida, as a regular player, you will be put in a coma. But as a if you're killed by an Ida, because Ida can sort of take over your PC, which play a character, it doesn't matter. So then he meets Pai, and they sort of hit things off. He learns about this power called Avatar, and then he joins the guild Raven, aka GU. Also, and exactly, they get the name .hackGU. So, basically, he's helping them out. He unlocks his avatar in the arena, which is a fighting place, basically, just where it's allowed to PK. Like, it's not wrong to PK in the arena. It's just competition. But it doesn't matter. Oh, fuck. So yeah, on and on and on. He then, once they reach the championship match, they fight Endrance, the champion of the Demon Palace tournament. He also possesses an avatar, but also possesses an Ida. Now, that's very interesting to me, because when an Ida and an avatar are combined into one thing, they are very, very dangerous. And we'll actually talk more about that in volume 2. What the hell? Yeah, we'll talk more about that in volume 2. But, anyways, he basically beats Endrance, but then it's kind of a weird battle, because Endrance keeps talking about her. It's in quotation marks. You will not. I don't think you find out who her is, but to be honest, Endrance is. Oh my god, I can't remember his name. I think Elk from the first 4 quadrilogies. I think he's talking about Mia, because his avatar actually happens to look like the character Mia. Correct me if I'm wrong, if that's not her name, because I really have not played the original quadrilogy. Anyways, so they beat him, and at the ceremony, Adelie is starting to think that she's useless, and she's done, and then Ovan shows up. Now, before you think, when Ovan shows up, bad things happen. So what could this be in store for us in volume 2? But anyways, Ovan tells her about Triad, and then Adelie sort of learns this power where she can hear an Ida. She goes to this area, and then she just completely disappears. Haseo, Pai, and Kun follow her into this area to only see a Triad symbol, which is like an A. But anyways, they follow her in there, only to meet the notorious Tri-Edge. And Haseo gets to finally fight the man that killed Shino. Or did he? So, basically, he defeats Tri-Edge and kills him with his his avatar Scathe, and then Tri-Edge just falls apart. He does not say a word, and Haseo is basically like, "Tell me how to resurrect Shino. I need to know how to resurrect her." And he dies. But then Adley starts going towards the lockers. They open up. You see a fish like, I don't know, like a eel type Ida go there. The screen turns black. Like, you see that everything around the screen's black, and then you just see the Ida. And then you hear Haseo telling Adley, "Get away from there." And all you see is hands come out of the locker, stab her, and then she falls down, and all you hear, Haseo scream her name, Adley. And it's cuts. You see, it ends. It says, "To be continued," basically. Interesting ending. Okay, now let's speak about the gameplay. I only have 3 minutes left, so I gotta make this good. Alright, well, the gameplay, it follows a regular RPG, not turn-based, but basically free run, where you can run around the area. You're enclosed into an arena type thing, and you fight monsters, level up. Now, Hack GU is actually a very interesting game, because it's the first game to incorporate this in it. Well, not Hack GU, the Hack series. Okay, the Hack series is the first thing to incorporate this, is transfer of data. So say I beat the game and I got all my characters level 50, got all the best weapons, did everything 100%. So when I put Volume 2 in the tray, I can pick New Game, and it will show up with a thing that says, "Do you want to transfer your data?" Click yes, and you can transfer the data, get everything you had, all your levels are the same, and it's like, hey, cool. And to be honest, when I first played Hack GU and I got the whole transfer data thing, I started playing Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, hey, this is sort of like an RPG. Well, maybe we'll be able to transfer data. No, we don't. I just start from level 1 again, from level 99 in the first game. That pissed me off. Doesn't matter. Well, the gameplay is amazing, and this is an amazing game. I would pick it up. Hack GU Volume 1 Rebirth is a great game, 5 stars, and I think, it's going to be for every other game. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in Volume 2. Bye.